Hi guys, welcome back to Crafty Nurse Q. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make an expense tracker using Canva. Welcome back. I'm so glad to have you joining me today. If you're new here, my name is Cubatus. I'm so thrilled to be sharing with you how I put these expense trackers together. And I'll be using Canva, which is my favorite design app because it's like so user friendly. And so I'll just be showing you how I go through and make everything. And if you're getting any value from any of these videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and share, comment, and like it. Share it with your friends. All right, I'm gonna just be going and showing you exactly how I make these trackers. Okay, so here I am in Canva, and you're gonna open up a new template and hit custom size, and the width is gonna be 3 inches wide by 6 inches in length. Going over to the elements, looking for lines. This is the way that I make them. And just just a regular line and just drag it out. I'm actually going to end up dragging it out all the way to the edges, going up to the line and changing the line weight to 2. Basically just going to keep duplicating. Making sure that the corners are touching on the side. I mean, it just takes a lot of basically once you get used to it, you know how far you need to drag the lines. Yeah, you just dragging it out and doing a lot of copying. As you can see, it'll give you the option to group. So I'm just clicking. First I click the 2 and now I'm clicking the 4 together so that I can just duplicate those lines. And those lines there show you that all of the spacing is correct. I'm just gonna center it or move it down. Just adding a couple more at the top, just so that it looks full and it gives you enough room to be able to write your transactions. Now I'm duplicating this line and I'm simply just going to turn it upside down. Well, is it vertical? Anyway, long ways, the tracker, just for the lines to separate the like the categories, you know, where it's going to say date, amount, and balance. So that's all I'm doing here. I'm just going to continue doing the same thing. Duplicate the line here. A lot of it is just repetitive. It's just basically just have to get comfortable doing the same thing over. And the thing is once you get this together, you'll have a template that you can use. You won't have to keep going in making this over and over. Like I've been using the same like expense tracker for a while, but I want to go in and show the process of how it's done. This is how I did it. I know there's other ways to do it. Like you could make a table, but this way is unique, especially like if you're selling on Etsy. I mean, for me, you know, because they want things to be made by you. And then there's no thing like you took somebody else's template and just, you know, started selling it or something like that, because that's pretty frowned against on like Etsy and selling programs. Okay, so here I just went in and I typed in expense tracker because I was trying to see exactly like just as a reference. These are some that I've made before, and I was just trying to see how I did the spacing with the lines. And so I realized I needed to move those lines up a little further so that I could write in. This is going to be for like where I put the date description, balance, plus or minus, and what type of transaction it was. So that's all I'm doing here. And here, this is, I just highlight everything so that I can get it all grouped together. So that when I change any change that you make, so it'll be uniform throughout. And if you highlight everything, if you just highlight a part, then it's gonna make like weird lines. Like some of them will be one way and some of the other. So it's just important to make sure that you highlight everything anytime that you're gonna like make some changes like to the formatting. And so now here I've just highlighted once again and hit that group button. So now I have the freedom to move this thing back and forth and across the page. You can drag it, size it up, size it down, just so you can see right there it all moves together if you do that step and hit the group button. Just showing you that it's transparent behind this. And you can put it on any color if you want. So we're just going to keep it white for now so that I can see what's happening. And here I'm going to just start adding in the categories like with the date. Like, yeah, date, description, amount, balance. But you have to really keep playing with these things to get it to act right, and that's all that I'm doing here. Right, highlight everything again to group it together. And this what I'm writing here, expense tracker. That's all just gonna go up at the top of the page. I mean, or you can name it whatever you want. And then I try to find a nice or a different script. And a lot of these fonts are not in Canva. A lot of them I've downloaded from different places. I bought fonts online. And the place that I get most of a lot of my elements is called Creative Fabrica. I've been liking these retro fonts here lately. So I'm just gonna choose that one for now, just for the example. Make sure everything's centered, and you'll see those lines where they line up. Everything is centered well. Okay, now that I've picked the font that I like and made sure it's centered, I'm gonna show you how to download this. And the best way is to go up into that right corner, download it as a PNG, hit with the transparent background, hit the download button. You do have to have Canva Pro in order to download something that's transparent. Now I'm just back into my downloads and I downloaded both, so I'm going to hit the extract all button, and so that it'll show up in my downloads. Closing this out, you're going to see me now. I'm going to leave out of this design space. I'm going to go into a new one and open up a new document, because we're going to ultimately be printing these on letter size cardstock, 8.5 by 11. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just waiting on it to load. Over to uploads. Press upload files. And this is the PNGs that I told you about. And I'm just going to select both of these so they can both open together. That was both of the pages that I did. And you can see it's transparent. You can't see anything really when you download it. It's transparent. It's hard to see, but it's there. So you'll see once I select these, you'll be able to see it on the page. There it is. And I'm just making sure that it goes down. So if you're putting these, using it as the A6, you will want it to be like 3.5 by 6.5. But these are the ones that these can go as the insert. So I typically just make it 3 by 6 inches. And I just duplicate it. Always just go ahead and hit the duplicate button, because that way you get the exact same size of everything. Because once you start trying to size up and size things down, it's going to mess you up. And I'm just making sure the alignment is right, because ultimately, if you line it right, you can even do like a front and back print, but you have to make sure that it's lined right. And I just hit the duplicate button once again, because you can get 3 of these trackers on one page. And there again, I'm making sure that it's aligned properly in the middle. You can see that red line that's going down the center of the page. That's very important if you're going to be printing something out, especially if you want it to be in the middle. You want it to be in the middle of the page all around, and that's what I'm doing. That's why I just highlighted everything. because I'm going to make sure that it's centered in the center of the page all around for everything. I'm just going to play with it a little bit. And here we go again. And you want to see this, that it's going to look like an X right in the middle. And don't stop till you see that. And then once you see that, you can go ahead and duplicate the page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this one around, because once you print on the flip side, you're going to want to have that expense tracker that's on the bottom, you're going to want to have it on the opposite side. And then that's how you get the perfect alignment for making sure that you can do a front and back print, and like there's everything is perfect alignment. And you can cut it out and all the lines will be the exact same on both. And I'm just naming this because now I have another template. And you see I'm putting here, this is the front. I mean, this isn't necessary, but it's just a nice step to take. But that way I know this is the front of the page, and then I'm going to go ahead and you'll see that the other one is going to be for the back of the page. And that is how you would get those to align to be front and back. So now I'm downloading this again just so that it can be printed out. And then here you would just go to the PDF print. You want to have both the pages. CMYK is best for professional printing. That other one, RG, something like that. I think it's red, green, and blue. That's best for if you're just going to be sharing the document. So, and then it's just going to show up in my downloads page. Yes, and you just print that out. And here I just uploaded this little thing to show you myself when I make cash envelopes. That same tracker, once you have it uploaded into your images or files on Canva, you could just also add it to the back of any of your designs. And this is the same thing that I would use to make like my cash envelopes and put it on the back, and it would be the transparent one as well. So that's how you would make an expense tracker. I hope you guys gained some value from this. If you like, please hit that subscribe button, and please let me know if you have any questions about anything that happened in the tutorial. Something that could be explained further. But yeah, all I'll be doing is just printing these out, and then and I have other videos, and I'll link some of them. You can look through other tutorials that show me using like the different templates with the expense trackers to make the different things that I make in my shop. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am so ecstatic to be able to do this, and you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.